Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the continuation of Age of Shakespeare Non-dramatic verse, the last part. This video is going to be about Faerie Queene. The Faerie Queene is an epic allegorical poem. Spenser originally planned 12 books, but during his lifetime he could only complete 6 books, and fragments of 7th book was published after his death. Although Spenser had a grand plan and he could not complete the entire poem. Now let's understand the structure of the poem. The story revolves around the Faerie Queene who organizes the festival. The festival lasts for 12 days. On each day, one knight sets out on a special adventure. If Spenser had completed all the 12 books, we would have known all the 12 knights, each representing one moral virtue. Although each book had a different hero, that is knights, there is one character that is common in all these books, that is Prince Arthur. He appears in different books and helps the knights whenever they face struggle. He is also searching for the Faerie Queene. He has seen the Faerie Queene only in his dream. So Prince Arthur serves as a central character of the entire poem. One reason we can say why the Faerie Queene is enjoyed, celebrated by the readers, because it uses the rich medieval romantic. What are the medieval romance? The poem contains brave knights, beautiful ladies, giants, dwarfs, magic, wizards, battles, adventures, castles, enchantments, and tournaments. These are the elements of medieval romance. All these are present in these books. That is why even now readers enjoy that. Faerie Queene is more than an adventure story. It is an allegory. What is allegory? Allegory is a story where a character represents a moral virtue, where a character represents a deeper symbolic meaning. In this poem, every knight represents a moral virtue. So it's an allegory. That is why Hudson calls this didactic allegory. Didactic, intends to teach moral. What are the 6 published books? Book 1. Hero is Red Cross Knight. He represents holiness. Book 2. The hero is Sir Guyon. He represents temperance. Book 3. The heroine is Britomart. She represents chastity. Book 4. The heroes are Campbell and Triamond. They represent friendship. Book 5. The hero is Artegall. He represents justice. Book 6. The hero is Sir Galidor. He represents courtesy. These 6 virtues are extremely important for examination. Please study. The poem also contains religious allegory. Red Cross Knight symbolizes true religion. Dragon symbolizes Satan. Lady Una symbolizes truth. So according to Hudson, Spenser identifies true religion with English Protestantism. He also represents the enemies of Protestantism as symbolic characters representing the papacy, Rome, Spain, and Mary, Queen of Scots. Hudson praises Spenser's rich imagination, musical language, beautiful description, and extraordinary poetic power. And that is why Hudson says he is called as poet's poet. Hudson says Spenser had a great influence on romantic revival of 18th century. But Hudson points out few demerits of Spenser. The allegory is often complicated and difficult to follow. The narration is slow. The poem lacks dramatic excitement found in Shakespeare's plays. Even though these shortcomings are present, the Faerie Queene is considered one of the greatest achievements of Edmund Spenser. One more important examination topic we must learn, that is Spenserian stanza. Spenser introduced new verse form called Spenserian stanza. It has 9 lines. The rhyme scheme is AB, AB, BC, BC, C. The first 8 lines are written in iambic pentameter. The 9th line is longer. It is called as Alexandrine because it has 6 iambic feet. Hudson believes that this stanza probably was developed from the stanza of Chaucer's Monk's Tale. This is one of the frequently asked question. Please note down. From where did Spenserian stanza was developed? It is probably might have been developed from the stanza of Chaucer's Monk's Tale. Other important poets during Age of Shakespeare. That is from 1579 to 1625. Although Edmund Spenser was considered the greatest non-dramatic poet, other important poets also made valuable contribution to English literature. This period, that is from 1579 to 1625, witnessed the publication of many song collections, sonnet sequences, and patriotic poems. Let's look at one by one. First, song collections. After the publication of Tottel's Miscellany, many song collections was published. Among them are Paradise of Dainty Devices in 1576, A Handful of Pleasant Dainties in 1584, An Arbor of Amorous Devices in 1597, England's Helicon in 600. These anthologies preserved many songs and lyrics, including the works of anonymous poets. Second one is sonnet sequences. During Elizabethan age, the Italian fashion of writing sonnet sequences became popular. Many poets wrote series of sonnets expressing love. Some important examples are Edmund Spenser's Amorati, Sir Philip Sidney's Astrophel and Stella, Samuel Daniel's Delia, Michael Drayton's Idea, William Shakespeare's Sonnets. These sonnet collections are important for competitive exams. The third one is patriotic poetry. Elizabethan age also produced many patriotic poems celebrating England's history. The first patriotic poem is by William Warner. William Warner wrote Albion's England. It was published between 1586 to 1606. This poem contains 10,000 lines and describes the history of England from Nova to Queen Elizabeth I. Samuel Daniel. The second poet to write patriotic poem is Samuel Daniel. He wrote Civil Wars between the two houses of Lancaster and York. It was published between 1595 to 1609. This long historical poem deals with Wars of Roses. The third one to write patriotic poem is Michael Drayton. His major works include The Battle of Agincourt, England's heroical epistles, The Barons' Wars, The Polyolbion. Among these, Polyolbion is considered the greatest work. It describes the rivers, mountain, forest and historical places of England in 30 books. Now we are coming to the important turning point in Elizabethan in Age of Shakespeare, that is Jacobean age. According to Hudson, with the beginning of Jacobean age, the brilliance of Elizabethan literature slowly began to decline. At the same time, a completely new style of poetry appeared. The poet who introduced this new style was John Donne. John Donne was born in 1573. John Donne wrote many kinds of poems, including songs, sonnets, marriage poems, elegies, and satires. John Donne's poetry is completely different from Spenser's smooth musical language. John Donne's poems are known for deep intellectual thought, genuine emotion, harsh meters, and conceits. You know what conceit is? Conceit is an unusual comparison between two completely different elements. This kind of using conceit became a distinct feature in the following poetries. The greatest contribution of John Donne is he became the founder of metaphysical school of poetry. He didn't even know that he is the founder of metaphysical school of poetry, but people who came later followed his style of writing, and later on these group of people who wrote in the same style as John Donne is otherwise called as metaphysical school of poets. Metaphysical poets combine intellect, emotion, philosophy, religion, and wit. It created a completely new style of poetry. Because of this contribution, John Donne is considered a very important figure in the English literary history. With this, we have completed Age of Shakespeare Non-dramatic verse series. I hope you understand all the parts of the series. If you have any doubt, please do comment. And if you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.